Hello, beautiful people. I am Mary Jane. Welcome to Net Voices. 51-year-old Letitia is sharing her IVF pregnancy journey on social media. A lot of people are asking why is she doing this at this stage of her life. Letitia has 7 children, 6 biological children, one donor embryo IVF child, 5 boys, 2 girls, aged between 37 to 2 years and 15 grandchildren. Yes, pause for a minute. 15 grandchildren. She's a grandma. And she's currently pregnant. She's currently 15 weeks pregnant with her eighth child. By the time she gives birth, she'll be 52. And the question remains why? Why is she doing this? Some are saying she's selfish, she's looking for attention, while others think there's more to it. Here's her story and people's reaction.
This is just a quick update. I am 51 years old on my second IVF journey. I am currently 14 weeks pregnant with my second donor embryo baby. I do have 6 biological children that are adults. I am a grandma of 15 grandkids. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm a boy mom. I'm currently having a boy. My first IVF baby was a boy, and now this baby is a boy. My 6 biological children, I have 4 boys, 2 girls. Life is amazing. This is my last time having IVF baby. I had my 2 tied years ago. I did have them reversed, but I don't plan on having any more biological children myself. Maybe I could try adoption next. Maybe I could do foster care next. I don't know. But I love my little baby. Um, Life is still good. No matter what I go through, my little pride and joys will be my anchor that will make me happy. I am thankful for my children. Just an update of who I am. My name is Letitia. Hey guys, so right now I'm 51 years old. In July I will turn 52. But right now I have a 37-year-old, I have a 36-year-old, I have a 33-year-old, I have a 31-year-old. Those are the boys. I have a 30-year-old, a 29-year-old. Those two are girls. And then I have my 2-year-old son. And I am currently 15 weeks pregnant with a boy. So altogether, I will have 6 boys, 2 girls. Besides the fact that my children have kids. Altogether, all 6 kids have a total of 15 grandkids for me. So I have a big family.
So y'all, tell me y'all seen that lady Letitia, the 51-year-old lady that's currently 14 weeks pregnant. She has 6 adult children and she already has one IVF baby. And she's currently pregnant 14 weeks with her second IVF baby. This lady has 15 grandchildren. And at this point, I want to know, is it mental illness? Because ain't no way she that bored. The senior citizen center ain't open. She can't find a cruise to go on. Something else to do. She had her tubes tied, and then she didn't have them reversed. And now she talking about this gonna be her last IVF baby, but that she thinking about doing adoption after this. I don't understand. At 51, Starting over with new babies and then talking about after this one you want to adopt?
At 51, you almost darn near menopause. And to get your tubes tied and then go through the process to get them untied, I be really wanting to put BTA on this app to people. See, this is making me think that when I had the conversation, when I said that a lot of women, their identity comes from either motherhood, because that's all they've known or have done was had kids, or their identity come being validated via a man, via title, or being connected to that man by any means by being the wife. And so, like, they don't have identity outside of that. And this woman, how you 6 kids? Ain't that much boringness in this world. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. 6 kids by birth, tied tubes, untied them just to give birth via IVF, on top of the 6 kids that she produced, have a total of 15 grandkids. And you mean tell me you got that bored and all you think about is having kids, and then after this situation?
Hey, friend, the women around your age say you shared some news with them and they immediately got pissed. Friend, what you over there sharing?
This is just a quick update. I am 51 years old.
Friend, people just be making up stuff. That ain't so bad. You 51-year-old. What, you celebrating your birthday? You the birthday? Friend, you the birthday? You celebrating life?
On my second IVF journey, I am currently 14 weeks pregnant
I beg your finest pardon?
with my second donor embryo baby.
You.
Hell no. Come on, wait to the no.
Friend, what you just let fly out that English? What you said to me now?
I am 51 years old. I am currently 14 weeks pregnant.
Oh, friend, you must have had one of them stories you couldn't get pregnant when you was young, and now God bless you, open up your womb now that you're older. I get it. I know you didn't have no more kids. Look at God. That's a blessing. I don't know why people so upset about that.
I do have 6 biological children.
I beg your finest pardon. Girl, don't rage bait me. You got kids and you sitting up and wanting to start over and they grow.
That are adults.
You couldn't have went and played with your grandkids. Do you have grandkids? You couldn't have went and played with your grandkids? Do you got any?
I am a grandma of 15 grandkids.
You got grandkids. Baby, you going through a midlife crisis? You bored? What's going on?
This is my last time having IVF baby. I had my 2 tied years ago. I did have them reversed, but I don't plan on having any more biological children myself. Maybe I could try adoption next.
For you be encouraged, don't call us back with no more food. Your child gonna be wanting to play dodgeball and you gonna have to run at him on a walker, friend, with a little cane. But I digress. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You be encouraged, don't call us back with no more food. Actually keep us updated. Bye.
Now tell me you seen it too. This lady, 51 years old, and is 14 weeks pregnant. Now I know you got thoughts like me, like, what do you mean 51 and 14 weeks pregnant? Child, I don't know, cause it couldn't the fuck be me. Baby, your girl just turned 40 yesterday. Ain't no way in hell I'm carrying nobody baby at 51 years old, yet alone 40. I'm on my second leg of life right now. My 3 little ones in there, and they not even little. 12, 11, and 8. And she said, I got 6 biological kids. Oh, let me not forget. This is an IVF baby, her second IVF baby. And she's a grandmother of 15. And I look in the comments and people are saying, may I ask why? And she said, I'm blessed and I have a very fruitful life and I love the life that I live. Why would you want to go through that torture again? I just can't see my second stretch of life being pregnant and restarting that clock again of a new baby. Don't get me wrong, I love new babies. I do. But the only thing I'm thinking of is when my kid, and that's probably what the problem is that my kids are not of age to have kids. So I'm not at the grandmother stage. But I'm looking forward to being a grandmother one day. I'll tell you that. But a new baby from this womb right here, that's 40 years old? Ain't no fucking way. I can't wrap my head around that. Maybe because I started years ago, but child, hey. I don't know.
Take that should be considered about the 51-year-old woman who is 15 weeks pregnant with her 8th child via IVF, I've heard, or sperm donor. The take I think that should be considered is that some people do get addicted to pregnancies and or babies, specifically like newborn to infant stages before they get to that toddler stage. And I don't say this to necessarily like be like, hold empathy, hold grace. I just say this to kind of look at this situation and know that like there could be a lot going on underneath the surface. Not anything that I would particularly want to participate in, because each time you get pregnant, you are so close to death, and there could be so many potentials for complications. I say this as someone who is currently pregnant, very happily pregnant, and going through it in my 3rd trimester, both physically and mentally. But I digress. So when you have this kind of like addiction, it can be spurred by a lot of different things. And I talked to my best friend who's a pediatrician about this years ago when I was pregnant with my first, because I just did not understand why some people have, quite frankly, over 4 children. Not in like a, I think I'm better than you, but like, where do you get the time? Where do you get the money? How do you have the emotional bandwidth? Like, that was my question. Anyways, she went on to tell me that some people get addicted not because of physically being pregnant, but because it's the first time they're being recognized, it's the first time they're being celebrated, or it's the only time they're being recognized, the only time they're being celebrated, the only time they're not going through abuse. And different things kind of like that push people to get pregnant or have them wanting to stay pregnant. For example, like right now, everybody thinks I'm cute, right? Like everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute, you're glowing. People come up to me, they say hi to me, they're very nice to me because I'm pregnant. That's really just it. And like, I'm a very shy person in real life, so it's very overwhelming to have strangers come up to me or like look me in the eye and then look at my stomach and then look me back in the eye. And I'm like, hi, hello, why are you looking at me? But I digress. That happens a lot with pregnant people. So maybe because she was like 15-ish when she had her first and when she was pregnant, like most of her life has been spent with that type of acknowledgement. And it could be hard for her when she's not pregnant, not being recognized, because again, she has 8 kids and they seem to all be kind of 2 years apart, except for the one that's like, I think 27. And then she has a 2-year-old. And I think even being an older mom right now is its own kind of like beacon, right? Because there's a lot of women who look to older women to be like, oh, okay, well, like she had her first kid in her late 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s. And they're like, I still have time and I still have hope. And they are seen as like, in a way, if you want to be pregnant, heroic. But then you add in all this other stuff and it's like, I don't know if that's as heroic, but I digress. That's like the only take I wanted to also give.
At first, I thought how wonderful. She's pregnant with her first child at the age of 51. Beautiful. Delay is not denial. Janet Jackson gave birth at 50. Then she said she has 7 children. Ha! A girl, you're looking for a girl. No, she has 7 children. 5 boys, 2 girls, 15 grandchildren. That was when she lost me. I'm done. If this was her first pregnancy and she's been trying for a long time and finally she got pregnant at 51, or it wasn't planned and She got pregnant and said, you know something, I'm going to have this baby. That's different. Her pregnancy was planned and paid for. She knows the risk involved because she's a nurse. She knows what it takes to raise a child because she raised 7 children already. So she clearly understands and knows it's a huge responsibility at this stage of her life, 51 going to 52. People are asking why. She said the reason why she's doing it because she has a big heart and loves children. She doesn't want her 2-year-old to be by himself. I'm not asking why. This is an adult that's making a decision about her life. I am an adult, I'm going to do what I want to do as long as I'm not breaking the law. That's what she's doing. Does she think what she's doing is wrong? No. Like she said, it's not for everyone. If she likes it, I love it for her. I'm not judging, not today. No, I'm not judging. What do you all think? What are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.